Alright, so again, this is Mike Wilson, and something just hit me. I've got a challenge for everybody. Everyone thinks they know exactly what they would do and what the president should be doing. So here's my challenge to you. Take the first thing. Take health care. Take taxes. Take a simple subject. And you send a video, post it here to Revolution Washington. And you put in that video what you would do if you were the decision maker. If you could create a tax bill that you think would be fair to everybody, talking to the camera like you're on a podium. I will give you an example. My version of what the tax bill should be is quite simple. Those big companies that make hundreds of billions of dollars should pay taxes. There shouldn't be enough loopholes available for someone who makes that much money off the American public without contributing back into the American way of life. That is taxes. When someone says lower taxes for everybody in small business, and then counts the cutoff for small business at $10 million a year, that is not small business. Business making $10 million a year is a pretty damn good-sized business. A small business is someone with 5 employees. Someone with month-to-month bills that they stress out to make every single day of their business existence. The $10 million a year company doesn't worry about paying rent. They know it'll be paid. They don't worry about paying for inventory. They know it's already done. And they have enough taxes, enough tax write-offs, enough loopholes that these $10 million a year businesses can write off almost everything that they owe. They get more cuts. The people who need it the most do not. So my version of the tax bill is give bigger tax cuts to the true small businesses, up to $10 million. Make it easy for them not to have to pay taxes, just like the big boys. Why? Because they can't afford it. Give them the tax cuts, because I got news for you. They're the ones doing all the hiring. The big companies are automating everything. Coal mining jobs, manufacturing jobs. They're robots, less people. Do you really want them getting more money? Do you really want them having the ability not to pay into child care, to health care, to everyone else's fixing the roads and everything? Everyone in this country could have health insurance. If those big companies would just pay their taxes, there'd be a surplus. We want to talk about GDP? We want to talk about job growth? Actually stop hitting who needs it the most. There's my solution to tax you, but that's just an example for the video. Who knows? Maybe you'll like my idea. You want me to get into the bigger portion, like the important stuff, like death tax? Any kid who inherits $5 million should either pay a chunk of it or be held to the requirement, a contingency, that they put that money into starting new businesses with X amount of employees. They want to write off more, they hire another handful of employees. Then they could write off more. Do that to the big corporations too. They want bigger tax write-off, hire more people. Guarantee them employment. Keep those paychecks going. Don't automate everything. That's my version of a tax plan. Because if someone's handed $5 million from someone else who earned it, yeah, they should pay taxes on it. I don't care if it was taxed already. Because that person isn't guaranteed to do anything with the money they're saving. Big corporations aren't guaranteed to do anything, hire more people or anything else with the money they're saving. So what? They give some raises? That's a start. That's my idea for a tax bill. Have I left anybody out? Let's talk about that more in the future. But here's my challenge. Video from you. If you were president, you would, boom. If you were president, you would handle this situation by, and then tell us how. Tell the world how. Maybe someone in Washington will be listening. You want to change this country? Let's start changing this country. Let's start the revolution, Washington, with our voices. Let's understand we all want what's best for this country. And it should never be about party. Because then we're kidding ourselves. Politicians are all full of shit. Just saying.